Hi, it's Double1975, and what you're watching is a bit of a drag race. This is 80 in his asp versus me in a Type 6. This is Pancake, my Type 6, named after one of my dogs, because it's pathetic but surprisingly fast. Pancake is a live wire of a dog. She's really bouncy and lively, but she runs at the slightest hint of trouble, and that's exactly what I do in my Type 6, especially at the moment. I mean, I should maybe playing in solo or hiding in private group, considering the hornet's nest of trouble I've stirred up lately. But instead, I'm flying around in open in a Type 6 with no weapons. This is not sensible behaviour, obviously, but there was a community goal. You can see here how fast my Type 6 is. It is surprising speed, given the cargo space and stuff like that, and the fact it's a Type 6. But it's clean, Tier 3 dirty drives are on there. Up against 80's ass with level 1 clean drives. So it's not the best build in the world, and obviously I've got to unlock level 5 dirty drives at some point, but it's enough to escape most NPCs. Now, it will be no good against most of the griefers that I run into, because they're in FDLs with tier 5 dirty drives, so they actually go faster than this. Bit of a shame, but as you can see, regardless, I decided to do the long range community goal for Christmas in a ship with no weapons, and I had a whale of a time. I met loads of people, chatted to tons of people. There was a bit of waiting around for landing pads, quite a lot of waiting around for landing pads, obviously, because it was all medium-sized, one medium-sized landing pad per outpost, and there were a lot of players in medium-sized ships. Even though you could do this in a Cobra quite comfortably, most people were doing it in medium-sized ships. And some people must have really spammed sitting on the landing pad to build up more and more cargo, because there were a lot of people sitting on landing pads. I do feel guilty because I messaged one guy, I think the clip's coming up, and I messaged this guy. It's like, how long are you going to be? I was only asking because if it was going to be a long time, I was going to slip into solo just so I could land, pick up my cargo, and then come back into open to leave. But he must have taken it badly, and he went into solo. So I kind of feel guilty because he vanished, and I was just about to leave and he left. So I apologise to you if you thought I was being arsey with that message of how long you're going to be. I didn't mean it to come off quite that harsh. I'm sorry. I meant it I should have been a bit more polite maybe. But he did just vanish on me. But that was indicative of this community goal. There was a lot of waiting around for people on landing pads, and it was kind of, you leave, I leave. It was, kind of annoying at the times, but you're going to get that in these sort of community goals. And I've got to say, it was a bit of trolling, I thought, by Brayburn and Frontier to give us a community goal on Christmas that's something like 200 and odd light years between the 2 points, and one of the stations is 36 light seconds from the start. It's not exactly Hutton Orbital, I know, but I still felt it was a little bit on the welcome to how to get pirated, because if you're in Super Cruise for that length of time, it really does increase the major risk of being pirated or attacked by somebody other than a pirate. Fortunately, it was none of that for me. I was out and about. I did this run loads of times. These clips are from various different times I did it. I think I ended up in the top 50% or top 25%. No, top 25% for this community goal, which is already finished. I'm recording this commentary actually on Christmas Eve, and by then the community goal had finished earlier this evening, and I was really shocked because when I did my first run, me and 80 did it. We were like, this community goal's going to go on for ages. Then I logged on the next day, and it was already through tier 7, and I managed to get a good few runs in the afternoon on Christmas Eve to get myself some much needed push up on that board, from just doing one run to doing about 4 or 5. And I gotta say, it was a good giggle. I met a lot of players, I chatted to a lot of players. I get attacked by a pirate, and he was such a gentleman pirate. You'll see here, it was actually probably the most pleasant pirating I've ever had in open. Now, I could of course have run because he's in a Corvette, and my boost speed could have probably just about got me away from that before it killed me, but he only asked for a small amount of cargo, and I'm in a weaponless ship. I thought it best if I comply. And that's the fun of being an open, is you get pirated occasionally. A bit of negotiation. And I was quite happy to let him interdict me and drop the bit of cargo that he requested. You know, he gave me a 24-hour pass, and I made 2 more trips into the system and was left alone. So, quite happy with that. I will actually leave the full clip in so you can actually see how almost cringily nice this ends, because it is almost like a nice off towards the end. There was a bit of a coming together when we come out of Super Cruise, which seems to be happening more and more. So I have to be careful about pip allocation as I'm submitting to interdictions, just to make sure I really do amp up those shields. But I'm going to leave this clip playing in its entirety, but that is all for me speaking. There's a little bit longer to go on the actual me submitting to the pirate and dropping my cargo. But I gotta say, this should be a lesson to all pirates. Communicate to me while I'm in Super Cruise, ask for my compliance, and you shall receive it. You know, much easier that than blasting the hell out of me. Because if you interdict me and then just start shooting, I'm gonna assume you have ill intent and leg it. If you communicate to me before you interdict me, you'll probably find out I agreed to your terms. And it's that simple. So this is exactly how I like to be pirated by a very nice pirate guy. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching.